We are live. Welcome back to God and Gun Podcast. This is a special announcement video. We have as guests who this afternoon, Stewart Rhodes, president founder of Oath Keepers. Welcome to the show, Stewart.
Hey, glad to be here. Thank you.
We wanted to get this request out. We need some volunteers. Go ahead and share with our listeners here what you guys are looking for.
Yeah, we need volunteers on the ground in Tupelo, Mississippi for this Friday, November the 1st, and in Lexington, Kentucky on Monday, November the 4th at the Trump Rallies. And unfortunately, this shouldn't be happening in America, but it is. You've got radical leftists who do their very best to assault Trump supporters at every rally. They've spit on them, they punch them, sucker punch them, oftentimes from behind. We've been now to three rallies in the United States. One in New Mexico at the Rio Rancho rally. The second one was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and the third one was in Dallas. And each one of those, we had attempted assaults or assaults. We prevented a lot of them, but unfortunately, we didn't have enough folks on the ground with us in Minnesota to protect everybody, and there were still Trump supporters assaulted. And so what we need is more boots on the ground, more men to come out and help us protect people, especially when they're going to their cars at night in the dark. Once the rally gets out is when the radical leftists like Antifa like to attack people. So that's what we really need is more men. And you don't have to be an oath keeper to do it. You also don't have to be prior service military or police. If you are, it's great. Most of our guys are. But we also take, if you're just physically fit and you're capable of defending other people, we will put you to work. So please email us. The email for volunteering is oathkeepersok at Gmail. That's oathkeepersok@gmail.com. You can email us, and everyone's got to go through a background check. There's one thing we have to do. But once you pass that, we'll accept you and put you to work.
Good deal. And there'll be once they get vetted, they'll get a follow up email with more information about rally points, things they need to bring with them, things like that, right?
Absolutely. Once they're vetted, we'll answer questions too. If someone has any particular questions, they can give us their phone number. We'll call and talk to them. But once they're vetted, they'll be given instructions about where we'll be rendezvousing at and logistics, and a more detailed list of what to bring. Basically, what we really need you to bring is just cool and calm, collected head. That's the most important thing. If you are licensed to concealed carry, either Mississippi or Kentucky, whichever one you're going to be going to. Mississippi's open carry state or a constitutional carry state. But so if you can carry legally concealed, then we do encourage that. We do put our folks to work. If you cannot for some reason carry concealed or choose not to, we'll find work for you anyway. We'll pair you up with somebody who is carrying concealed, and that's a good combination. Unarmed and armed. So that's what we tend to do. We do have some undercover guys that go out and do undercover work. For the most part, though, will be overt, wearing orange vests that we purchased that say Oath Keeper Security on the back. It makes it very clear to everyone involved, including the police, of who you are, where you are, and why you're there.
Right.
So,
So you also need. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
You also need people with medical background, like EMTs, if available as well.
You bet. Yeah, we definitely have a need for a medical. I'd like to assign at least one medic per escort team. So in Minneapolis, for example, we had at least three combat medics and a trauma nurse and an EMT. So very very good to have. The more medical, the better. We do want our guys to bring their own IFAC, their own individual first aid kit. But if you are prior, either a civilian medic or an EMT or a military combat medic, we definitely put you to work. Or if you have other medical specialties like a trauma nurse, that'd be awesome too. And if you have your own gear, please bring it. But if you don't, let us know what you need and we'll go get it for you. And for guys that are coming out of state, if you're going to be driving long distances, we'll reimburse you gas and we'll also provide you with lodging. So once you're vetted, just keep your receipts for your gas and we'll reimburse you. And on that topic, if you're not going to be able to make it to help, please donate to support those who can. Just go to oathkeepers.org and click on donate, and every little bit helps.
And I'm sure if they're from other locations that can't make it, they go ahead and sign up and volunteer because these rallies will be coming up all the rest of the year. So
right.
You need to get these guys on your list as time goes on, right?
Yeah, good point. So you definitely expect to have a Trump rally in your state. And unless things change, and we hope they do change for the better, but So far, it hasn't been that way. You can expect leftists to try to attack people. In Dallas, the police did a really good job, and our guys are very proactive. But there was one veteran who was attacked and knocked unconscious, hit in the back of the head, the side of the head with a hard object as he was walking to his vehicle. He was not under our protection at the time. He was someplace where we weren't. So it's frustrating for us to even have one incident like that happen. So we're going to definitely change our tactics and be try to put our men further out from the venue at each one of these events. It seems like the further you get from the venue, the more likely you are to be singled out and attacked. So we're adjusting our tactics to account for that.
Good deal. All right. Well, I'll put all the contact information in the show notes and also in the video descriptions so that you guys can be able to find it if you didn't catch it when Stewart gave it out. Any other things you want to tell about while you're on here? Anything else coming up that you need help with?
Well, that's the big one right now. I mean, we of course, I oppose what's being done to the president, the attempt to impeach him. I believe it's just purely politically motivated. I think that's going to bear out. We've had a lot of leftist chatter out there, and ever since the election, it's been this one giant, as you all know, one giant temper tantrum, which is fine. They have a right to protest, and I want to make it very clear that if they want to come out and protest and yell and scream, go right ahead. But they don't have a right to spit on people. They don't have a right to steal their hats off their heads and burn them. They don't have a right to punch them or kick them or assault them. And that's what we have seen since 2016, frankly. And so that's why we have a need to be out there. And it is ridiculous that you'd have to worry about attending a political rally in the United States. No American should have to worry about that, whatever their political beliefs are. But that's the reality we're in right now. Is you do have groups like Antifa, and you just have individual thugs on the left who want to take advantage of a situation to try to get their pound of flesh. So we're out there to keep people safe. We're not there to stop anyone's free speech. We're there, quite the contrary, to protect free speech and assembly.
Great. Kentucky is a open carry state as well, and we have constitutional carry here as well.
Oh, okay, good, excellent, good to hear.
So, good deal.
Awesome.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, and again, for you guys that are listening, we're going to keep this a short, tight video. We're not going to waste a lot of Stewart's time as he's traveling, but all the information will be available in the notes, and also will be available in the description of the video. Thanks a lot, Stewart. Still with me?
There you go.
I think we lost you there for a second. All right, guys, that was Stewart Rhodes, and we appreciate him coming on. He is traveling, so his internet connection was not the best. If you have more questions, just let us know on wherever you see this posted at, and I will put put the contact information and the things they need from you guys in the description as soon as I close this video out. Thanks a lot.